Hey guys, it's late. It's really, really late. And this is a, well, I guess I promise not to tell anybody because when you're a homeless turtle, I mean, we gotta keep some secrets to ourselves. Because, peoples don't always like us, turtles is. Even the police don't always like us. So when we have a nice solitude of fortress of solitude, we need to do some things in the darks. Do some things in the darks. One of those things we do in the darks is, behind our fortress of solitudes, we have a nice dumpster. When we have trashes, we throw it in the trashes. We don't leave it out in the opens, because if we leave our trashes out in the opens, by like the green grasses and the nice areas we stay at, the people's and the humans' knows, and then they comes for us. They runs this office. They get creatives, and if we cleans up after ourselves, it's easier for us to stay in our fortresses of solitude without the humans knowing. And they see Vince, if he needs to go to the bathroom, says, you shouldn't go number 2, says. Hey, this probably doesn't smell too good. Sorry, Cafe Rio. But hey, hopefully some monsoons will come in and clean it up. Come on, monsoons, let's cover you. Hey, maybe throw some bleach down, kid. That might be nice. Yeah, throw some bleach down. I don't even think that bleach would touch on here and back there. What? Don't please talk about that. Hey, look at this. Oh, that's right. He's talked to the coppers about that. He's talked to the coppers about that. What's he talking about? No, you see the fancy smashy thing. What is this? I see this thing all over Gilbert's. Look at this. Look, it's so, what is that? I see it on cops. I see this thing's on cops. Hey, love cops, but what is this? This is not a star. I mean, what is that thing? I mean, what is that? It looks like moons. I mean, there's 5s. I see 5s. And, Muslims, they like moons. They like monies. They like that black gold monies. Muslims, they're all about moons. They're all about Artemises. No, Artemises are goddesses of the moons. But a moon is a dead rock that can only reflect the light of the Son of God. Jesus Christ. What? Yeah, that's all that those Muslims can do, is can reflects the light. They can't give lights. They can't create lives. They're just a dead planets. So why would Gilbert's? This was a Christian's neighborhood. Well, and then again, it's been coming up. There's a lot of monies here. When there's a lot of monies, sometimes Muslims have lots of monies. And when you start repping the moons, the deads, rocks, there's 4s, and they 1. Oh, that's a Nathaniel thing. That's a 14er thing. Oh, 1 and 4 moons. What's that little thing in the middle? That's not a sun. That's not a sun in the middle. Maybe that's a star. I thought Muslims said they like stars. Why would Gilbert do this? He's talked to them time and time again about this. Why would them repses, the moons, and a foreign star, whatevers? Call yourselves Christianers. There's monies involved in this. Money there's whatever's. Let's talk about that another time. We got something else to talk about. Love your cops, even if they wear some politician made a stupid decision. It wasn't the cops' fault. That politicians like some monies is. Hey, we got our stuffs. We'll leave that stuffs. Hopefully, in our fortress of solitudes. Hey, don't show them where it's at. They know where it's at. We show them always. It's a fortress of solitude. It's Gilbert's. The place is so nice here. So, what we're going to do, we're going to take ours, take ourselves back to Eos's. It's later now. We'll find out when we get to Eos's what time it is. Excuse me. And hey, while we're walking, well, I might as well be talking. This guy, of course he's talking. And that's all he does is talk. Of course not. What's he gonna talk about this time? What's he want to talk about? Well, he was thinking, uh-oh, he let a name slip. And he was thinking, well, first on it. That name is, when you talk about somebody's name, and you're tied in with those cartellis, those Mexican mafias, those 13ers, 14ers, those cool kids, the truckers, the murderers, the rapers. Yeah. Hey, the child fuckers. You know, they do it. Hey, it's okay, it's in Mexico. Whatever. Hey, we're not pedophiles. Whatever you got. Hey. Hey. Dirty fucking dogs. You are. Hey. Niños. Bulldogs. Norteños. Everyone's a yes. Fucking dogs. Holy shit. Hey, this kid better not get locked up again. I know that they know their gangs are dogs. They know what their dues are. Shits. We talks about it as Christians. They praise about it. They don't do drugs as much as they do on the streets. So their heads are a little clearer. And their noses, what they do is wrong. So, except Benito. You ain't starting him. But we're going to talk about Isaac. Yeah, that's right. Isaac. He mentioned his name. Yeah, I know. I got it. I was the one who said, hey, he said Isaac. But who's Isaac? Oh, he's the son of he's an Israeli. Oh, Isaac. He's the son of Jacob. My favorite son. That's what he was talking about. He was talking about a religious thing. No, sillies. Well, I do talk about Isaac as a religious thing, but Isaac was a cellmate of mine. And hey, over there, you go boop. I can't use my hands there because it's all full of stuff. But if you go to Florence, when I was first in Florence at CCA, Isaac was a buddy of mine. He was a cellmate of mine. Isaac was a cellmate of mine, and he was in isolation. I was in isolation. They keep the worstest of the worstest in isolations. They don't let us have contacts with each other. Sometimes don't let us have cells with windows. Makes us strips out naked just to look in stay in a little doggy pen. And hey, but then lets me room with Isaac's because it gets a little crowded. That's criminals. So they let me room with Isaac's. Isaac's is a nice guy. Isaac has monies, and he's the one who offers me almost a quarter million dollars. No, he didn't offer me to pick up. He would just give me half. And told me about his kid and the Mexican mafia life, and hey, I mean, we chop it up. And hey, well, I can tell Isaac's is having some regrets about some decisions he's made in life as he sits in the feds, and for whatever reason, he must have been a pretty bad tougher. He's really nice. These guys really, if you know him, he's just like a nice guy. I like to go to football games and listen to music and eat good foods. And hey, when he hits the yard, he likes to exercises. And the big guy he was, almost 300 pounds, he loses lots of weights. He gets healthy. So when I finally ended up going to the feds, it's like a couple of years later, after we did our time in Latuna, all of a sudden he's at Latuna too, Isaac's. And holy moly, it's pretty awesome seeing somebody you recognize from you don't meet a lot of people in isolations. So when you meet ones, it's pretty cool. And we get to know each other. And well, when you go to prisons, there's a lot of rules if you let yourself be enslaved by the gangs. If you have people says, hey, yours are my people's, you say, okay, and they say, here's the foods, and here's a friendly pat on the back. You're mine now, and you do what we say, and you don't talk to who's we tells you not to talk to, and you don't go where we tells you not to go, and when we tell you to go somewhere, you go somewhere. When we say jump, you say how high is. No matter whose you are on the outside, because hey, they're street gangers. There's a different hierarchy. It's not all about money inside. Street gangers. Hey, he's Isaac. That was his biggest problem. So Isaac, Isaac's a big fish. He's a big money man, big money drug dealer. Because he's a nice guy. People like nice guys, and the feds and the cartels know that. They're looking for nice, friendly guys that fly under the radar, that can kind of move around, that don't attract attention. And so Isaac is the money guy. He's the guy that's able to move a lot of money, a lot of drugs, because he smiles a lot, and he's a nice guy. People like him. And the other guys holding him down, the other guys on the streets, the other guys in the tougher, rougher neighborhoods, the other guys doing all that blood magic garbage, the killings, the rapings, all that garbages. Well, Isaac knows nothing about them in his experience with the cartels. But when he gets to prison, he finds out pretty fast. And holy moly, he's like, don't you know who I am? I am Isaacs. I was making all this money living in this nice neighborhood. They said, yeah. Don't you know who we are? Don't you know what we've been doing for the cause? Who we've been killing? Who we've been bleeding? Isaacs. Money men. But you what? Guess what, Isaacs? Get in line. Isaacs. Holy fuck. And hey, Isaacs. They approached him in La Tuna. They said, hey, Isaac, so good to see you, brother. Come hang with us. Come eat with us. And Isaac's like, hey, man, finally, I'm out of isolation. I'm sentenced, and I end up on a yard, and it's La Tuna. And hey, the Arizona's gangers want me to hang out with them. Yes. Hey, finally, I get to chops and ups. And not hang out with that Harrison weirdo who said, hey, gangers are bad, drugs are bad, whatever. Isaac's. Hey. And well, he breaks bread with him, and he accepts a seat at their table. And holy moly, all of a sudden, hey, here's the rules. Here, can't talk to them, can't go there, can't do this, do this. And holy moly, he's like, dude, who are you? You're like a street punk thug. He's having a hard time understanding who's really in charge is there, and who the guys are who are really bosses. He thought they were all the richers in the prettiest houses. Yeah, some of those are, but those guys in the streets who are, they're doing so much dirt when they get into prisons. Man, they let those richer punks get caught. Know who's boss. Yes, they do. And poor Isaac. So he's losing weight though. He's working out. He's doing his burpees. He's doing his mandatory workouts, and he's getting healthy. He's looking good. By the time I finally get to La Tuna, after my domestic terrorism charges, kill that fucker, Obama. Oh, he just said it again. I said, what? Record it. What the fuck? So, gas. So, he's not the president anymore. And, so Isaac's, yeah, he's not having such a good time. And I get there. He's like, hey, I remember you. How's it going? I say, pretty good. And he sees me walking around campus, talking to everybody. I talk to everybody. The Muslims, the queers, the whites, the blacks, the yellows, the browns, and the Norteños and the Sureños. And I'm chopping up with everybody. I'm going to places I'm not supposed to, that other places people don't go. Talking to people who they're not supposed to talk to. He says, hey, how are you having such a good time in prison? Well, I'm not having a good time. How are you having so much freedom? And I says, what do you mean? He says, I can't do anything. I can't talk to people. I can't go to places. I can't do any of this stuff that you're doing. I have to work out second. Oh, man, and I'm a boss. Yes. Money man. I don't know, I said Isaacs, because, I mean, when my people came up to me, and they wanted to offer me a gift package. I said, thanks. Really, guys, thanks. Respectfully, thanks, but no thanks. Because, hey, there's strings attached when you accept stuffs. And I knew that. I didn't even know that. We'll talk about that another time. I'm talking about myself, so I might end up back in the fence. Who knows? So, yeah, thanks, guys. I knows better than to accept gifts and to runs with anybody's. In fact, the white boys, when I first got to La Tuna, they were like, "Hey, you're the white boys. You're a white boy. You're supposed to run with us." It's whatever. You're not supposed to go to those classes. There's weirdos in those classes. There's weirdos. Oh, you're all weirdos. What are you talking about? Can't go to those classes because those ones are weird weirdos, different weirdos than you. And they're badder criminals. Well, they're not badder. They're just different criminals, different sinners. Whatever. Yeah. So I says, hey guys, if this is gonna be a problem, then tell me it's gonna be a problem, and we'll take care of it. Oh, they go to their bosses. Tim. Hey, Tim was a chop up stand-up guy for holding down for the whites. The key holder, love you, Tim. Hope you're up by now. He says, dudes, just let him be. He is who he is. And hey, mad respects, mad props to that Tim guy. And so, man, Tim could have came down hard on me if he wanted to. He could have said, hey, I'm the boss of the bosses, and you're setting a bad example to others. And if others get an idea that they don't have to pay taxes and jump when I say jump, he could have really screwed me and hurt me and been super tough on me. Tim was we chopped it up. We talked. I told him why I was doing what I was doing, and hey, I respected what he has to do to keep control of those monsters in there. I said, hey, you do what you got to do. I understand, Tim. You're doing a great job keeping order in here for not only just the white boys, but keeping a peace for a lot of folks. And well, I have to do what I have to do, and I understand whatever you have to do what you have to do. And we are able to be chill with each other, because guys, really, you show respect, you give respect, you get respect. And I showed that guy respect, because hey, yeah, there's bosses in there that deserve some respect. So here's the things. Isaac sees me walking around freeze, because hey, I don't bow, I don't let it all be attached to me. So I walks around freezes, and I can goes anywhere and chops it up with anybody's. And hey, don't works is in prisons is. And so what happens is Isaac's like, hey, I don't want any part of this gang stuff either. I don't want any part of these guys either. I'm doing what he's doing. I'm saying, Isaac, okay, it's gonna be a tough road, but you can get there. So he says, hey, I'm no longer doing what the monsters say. I'm no longer gonna be a dog to these idiots, these losers. So what does he do? He says, I'm out. Just what they said.
Hey, sure.
Hey, brother. Just what they said. When Isaac says, I'm out. When Isaac says, I'm out, he says, yeah, right, you're out. Oh, they almost killed him. He's up in the intensive care unit. Can't come back to that prison. No sirs. Man, Isaac's mad respect for you making a stand against that garbage gang cartel life. Mad respects for that. But when you make a stand, and especially when you've been in bed with them for a while, there's a price to be paid. And you paid it. You paid it. And from what I can tell, I know you got moved to another prison. Talking with you afterwards, chopping it up over email. Seems like you did a pretty good job. Pretty good job of staying out of trouble. But then what fine? I'm just a hero. I hope you continue to stay out of that life, knowing what it cost you at La Tuna. Oh, no. And guess what, guys? We're back. No waste. We are back. And there's still locks on these. Holy moly. Well, okay. So I guess we'll come back in the morning. And in the morning we'll be here. I'll show everybody. When we come back in the mornings, we'll just loads up our stuffs because I guess it's okay. If it's okay for everybody else's, and EOS's doesn't want to, hey, follow their policies and open them up. And hey, if there's garbages in, report them to the cops so they can get garbages out of our neighborhoods. Then I guess it's okay if my garbage is in here because my garbage, I can tell you, I promise you, isn't nearly as bad as what could probably be in some of these. Yep, they're all still there. Okay, so great, EOS's. Hey, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Thank you, EOS's, because I hate carrying around all this stuff. Hey, thanks, Victor. Victor, you're the best. Loves you, brothers. Hey, wait. Are we sure? What time is it? Let's find out what time it is first. Before we can find out here. So I bet this computer has a timer on it. Red, yellow, blue. What time is it? It is. It's not 6 a.m. What? This computer says 6 a.m. What time is it? 3:01. Oh, 3. Oh, that's 13 backwards, right? Or 103 backwards.
Yeah, 103.
Yeah, 13. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Jesus H. Just joking, guys. Okay, so now let me ask you. You're been holding it down all night? Were you told to cut the locks at any point? Have you ever been told to cut locks?
No, I don't do that.
Has anybody ever cut locks here?
Not that I know of. I mean, I'm not really by any other employees, so I don't really know, but
Yeah.
I'm not really sure.
So it would be weird if like somebody just came and cut just my lock,
Yeah,
like a Victor. Yeah, Victor, tougher stuffer Victor. Hey, well, good. I'm glad to know that. I hope I'm not being prejudiced against. I have a thing beef with Victor. I'll get some goods, unless he shows me proper respects. The same respects he shows other toughers. He knows what's in mine. He doesn't know what's in theirs. Chicken, buck. Okay. Hey, well, that was a trip. We'll come back again at 6 o'clock and see. Hey, how much you want to bet? There's nothing there. Hey, I'm not betting nothing on that. I know that they're not cutting those locks. Because, hey man, this is the EOS life. And Victor's holding it down. Who's he holding it down for, Victor? Come on. Well, we gotta worry about lawyers and laws and forget about kids and cops. You stupid fucks. Pussy motherfuckers. He's a stuffer. Yeah, I am a